Well, like you said earlier, like we'll obviously never know the reason why, but what do you think is the reason why all these guys that UK's whiffing on go elsewhere?
I think there's a couple things. I think one is the recent downfall and skid of Kentucky, where the last 2 years, neither year has gone how they wanted it to. They want to be a national title team and contender and Final Four team. Even though they went to the Sweet 16 2 years ago, they weren't close to sniffing a Final Four title. It was never going to happen. Last year or this past year, like obviously that wasn't going to happen either, and they really slid off. Even though they had their moments and cardiac cats that come back in a lot of games, and Otega saves their like if they lose to Santa Clara, I think you look at the Kentucky season so much differently and negatively, and the pressure would be so much more, which is crazy. Like a
It's
hot
already there though.
shot to win you one game and get you one round into the round of 32, like it should be no different. But I think perception is everything, especially for Kentucky right now. So I think the success and lack of success and insane turnover and lack of continuity every year has been a problem for sure. They're not returning a lot of guys in these last few years, obviously under Mark Pope and not doing it again. They just keep recycling into the portal and it hasn't worked. But the same thing is said for Louisville, and they're getting guys. So it's got to be something with Mark Pope where they're just like, I don't know what they're pitching to them, or maybe they're focused on the wrong things and they're not being, I think maybe they're focused on things that aren't money. And they're like, we have money, but let's talk about this. Players just need to hear their check. They need to know this. They need to keep it simple. Maybe it's something like that. I'm rambling because I really don't have the answer, but it has to be
Mhm.
something on the coaching staff because the money is there. Either in the power conference, the opportunity to go pro, the eyeballs and everything is there. So it has to be something with the coaching staff.
Which is
I think you're right.
unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it is, in my opinion, and again, I'm biased. I think it is the best job in college basketball due to the tradition, due to the resources and all that. But Ryan, still staying on the topic of Kentucky, one of my favorite things about Big Blue Nation is how passionate they are. And I've always thought this. I feel like you don't get your sea legs as a college basketball personality until you feel the wrath of Big Blue Nation. And you put out a couple of Kentucky things that here's some responses from some Kentucky fans that I thought were pretty funny. Ryan with another Kentucky hate post. Truly blows my mind that people give this guy a platform. Dude's a soccer player covering basketball. He doesn't know more than Tom, Dick, and Harry, worst insider on the internet. Welcome to Big Blue Nation.
Dude, I
It
love
sounds
it.
like
I
I
fucking
was about
love
to
it.
say, it sounds like they did their research too.
Yeah, I respect. I love like so the first of all, you're right. And I think it's just SEC fans in general, but the Kentucky fans are the top of that. Like it's almost like a sense of you made it. It might be frustrating in the moment, but it's like, oh wow, like they care about me enough to shit talk me this much. And it's not all Kentucky fans. It's actually a small minority. They're just very loud, the ones that are. I'm cool with it. Like maybe it's stupid to say to me, like born and raised New Jersey, I even like when I played sports, I'm always like I love the bump. I love the little bit of aggression and stuff. So anytime those things happen and I see them, I like to fire back, answer back. I laugh when I see those like there are people behind anonymous social media profiles. So I like it. Keep going. Hit me.
Which is, oh, sorry, I lost it. One second.
No,
Which
you're
is
good. You
funny because
don't,
I
it's
don't
okay.
consider you to be a Kentucky hater. I mean, I hate to name drop, but I mean, he was open about it when Calipari was at Kentucky. Jeff Goodman openly admitted that he had a beef with the university and Calipari in particular. And I don't feel like you're one of those people that would
No.
ever
I
be
lo
that way.
I grew up I love Coach Cal. I grew up loving Kentucky also because like the one and dones, the AD team, the John Wall, they're so much fun. De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk are like my favorite duo ever. I grew up loving Kentucky basketball. I have no hate towards anybody, even though Kentucky fans, Tennessee fans, Michigan State fans, there are a few that think I do. I really don't. I really don't.
Which I guess you just answered the next tweet I had because it was, has Ryan Hammer ever had a single second of not hating on Kentucky?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything but hate from this man.
Yeah, no.
LOL.
Yeah, I hate Kentucky. That's obvious. So
Put that
Who-
as the thumbnail.
yeah.